Hi students, welcome to first year accountancy class. After completion of the 7th chapter trial balance, we move on to 8th chapter rectification of errors. So in my previous chapter I have used the word that accounting errors can be located by preparation of trial balance. So most of you may not be knowing what is an error. Okay. In our common language, error is a mistake. Something done unintentionally. So as in my previous class I have shown you, most of the times the accountants may be writing wrong amounts, or sometimes they forget to write, or they enter the wrong name. When these are done unintentionally, these things will become are called as errors. But when something is done intentionally to cheat the organization, it becomes a fraud. Clear? So try to understand the difference between error and fraud. While explaining about double entry system, I have given a clear explanation about this. Error is something, a mistake done by an accountant unintentionally. He don't know that it happened. Okay. After that it will be rectified. His intention is not to cheat the organization, not to take away or to get some extra benefit from the organization. Fraud means something done intentionally. Like for example, a student pays some college fees to our Sri Medhavi Junior College. So, writing the receipt, received sum of rupees 10,000. Okay, and in words also they will write 10,000s. Sometimes though they have written 10,000s over here, they forgot to write 10. They forgot or did not see that. They did not recognize that. Unintentionally they have written 1,000 rupees. So they took the fees from student, they have deposited into bank account, they gave to the college, they did not take away. But unfortunately the receipt is given only for 1,000 rupees. This is called error. But sometimes when the accountant is doing something intentional, if they wanted to cheat the college, so in place of 10,000 they will write only 1,000 rupees and they don't write this number in words, they will sign and they will take away 9,000 to their home. Actual fees paid by the student is 10,000. They will deposit only 1,000 into college account, 9,000 they will take away. That is called fraud. So anyhow they will be detected at the later stage and they will be punished. So as an accountant, be careful. So whenever you are recording something, you have to be very careful and see, very cross check is to be done for every amount, particularly when you are a cashier. So error means something unintentionally done by the clerk or accountant of a business organization. Clear, ma? So here we are discussing about rectification of error. Okay. Rectification means correcting. Okay. For every organization, for every accountant, even while you are writing the notes, sometimes you will overhear the word, you will write some numbers extra, some words wrong spellings. So at a later stage we will come to know that we have made a mistake. Clear? We will come to know that we have made a mistake. So normally in your classworks and notes, what you will do? Whenever some mistake happened, mistake occurred, mistake done by the student, what you will do? You will overwrite it. For example, here you had to write 15,000. But you have to write 16,000, but you have written 15,000. So what you will do? You will make this 5,006 like this you will do. We have got that habit. Or we have to write 26,000. We have written only 16,000. Clear? So how do you correct in your notes? You will make 1 as 2. Okay, 2 or 3 times there only you will make it. Suppose this was to be written 76,000. One is there, so you will make it 7. So this is the common practice for every student. Like correcting the numbers. Suppose some spelling. We have to write principal. The letter to the principal we have to write. So as we don't know, most of the students don't know the spellings. They write to the principal. So when someone identifies that, what you have written, your spelling is wrong. So simply we will do like this. So what are you doing here? This is called overwriting. Means correcting at the same place, we are overwriting. This is also called overwriting. The wrong number is corrected there itself. Is called overwriting. So remember, in accountancy it is not possible. You are not supposed to do overwriting. Okay. Suppose you have written a wrong entry, like suppose cash account debtor to Mahesh account. You had to write 15,000. But you have written, actually this is the correct amount. But you have written only 10,000. You cannot make this 05. This is wrong practice. आपको 15,000 लिखना था, but you have written 10,000. You cannot make 10,000 as 15,000 there itself. This is called overwriting. This is not allowed in accountancy. When you know that, when you came to know that, in place of 15,000 you have written only 10,000, 5,000 was under recorded, come likhe aap. So for this 5,000 you have to write a new entry. So remember, in accountancy, errors can be corrected, errors can be rectified only by passing a special journal entry again. A wrong entry can be corrected or a wrong posting can be corrected through accounting process only, not by putting the whitener or with eraser rubbing it or with blade removing the digit is absolutely illegal practice in accountancy. When you come to know that there is something wrong with a figure, with some name, suppose you have to write here, you will have so many names with same names with different initials. So there may be A Ramu, there may be B Ramu, B Ramesh. So sometimes naturally what we do is, instead of posting the amount to B Ramesh account, we post it to Ramu account. Ignorance. So you cannot correct the name. So you have to write a separate entry. So here rectification of errors means correcting the accounting mistakes, correcting the clerical mistakes committed by the accountants by recording a separate journal entry is called as rectification of errors. Rectification means सुधारना. Error मतलब गलती. Fraud बोले तो धोखा. Wantedly करे तो धोखा होता, अनजाने में करे तो गलती होता. So error is mistake which the accountant has done unintentionally. So how you have to correct? By writing a separate name, separate entry with the correct name, with correct figure. But overwriting is not allowed. Clear? If overwriting is done, it is not called as accounting. Clear? Now, how many types of errors are there? How many types of errors are there? First one is error of principle. What is a principle? Rule. Okay. What are the various accounting rules we have got? Different types of accounting concepts. conventions, double entry accounting rules we have learnt. What is to be debited, what is to be credited, what is liability, what is asset. Various rules are there. Like in your mathematics, you have got formulas of a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a plus b whole cube. Like you find in mathematics or in science various formulas. In accountancy also, we have got so many rules. Like when you follow business entity concept, the capital introduced by the proprietor is to be assumed as liability, not an asset. So, if the accountant or the student is not perfect in accounting basics, fundamental principles, if he is not strong, he has not understood. So, definitely those students will go for, will do some, errors of principle, because they don't know what is the principle. So, when you don't know the principle, you will not be applying the proper rule. So, when you don't follow the proper rules, automatically such type of errors will arise. Like when you purchase stationery, you have tried stationery account debtor to cash account. Stationery is to be debited, it is to be taken as expenditure, not an asset. So, unfortunately, if you treat it as asset, then you will be in trouble. That means you will get a wrong answer. Clear? So, that's what, when the accountant does not follow proper accounting rules, these type of errors will arise. So, the first type of error is error of principle. Second one is error of omission. Omission means leaving. Even many times you people also will write in the paper, no, please omit it. O-M-I-T, omit means chhod dena. So, leaving it. So, sometimes while recording the business transactions into the books of accounts, some accountants, due to work pressure, due to problem, by ignorance, they may avoid a transaction. They forget to record. For example, morning hours, some students will come to college campus for writing the examination. They are ready to pay the fees. So, some students will hand over fees to our accountant. Madam, this is my college fees. So, the concerned accountant or the cashier may be busy in issuing the hall tickets or maybe arranging the exam. So, she will tell that, okay, give me the amount, I will give you the receipt later. So, that accountant or cashier takes money, but she will forget to enter the transaction into the system. Books of accounts mein likhna bhul jate that the student has paid the fees. So, here the transaction occurred, but the accountant has not entered the transaction into books of accounts. When she will enter, when you remind that, madam, morning I have given the money, I have given the money, please give me receipt. So, then she will enter the transaction into the receipt book. Even sometimes after generating the receipt also, the accountant may forget to enter the transaction into cash book. So, that is why errors of omission is again of two types. Error of partial omission, error of complete omission. Partial means among the debit and credit you have written only one aspect and one aspect you have left. You have written at one place but forgot to write in the other place. That is called partial omission. Complete omission means completely transaction is not recorded. For example, you have purchased goods from some X. Purchases account debtor to X account, you have to write entry. Purchases account debtor to X account. So, this transaction is to be recorded both in purchase book as well as X account. It is to be posted to purchase account as well as X account. When this complete transaction is not recorded, it is called as complete omission. But unfortunately, if the accountant records it in purchase book but not in X account, it is called as partial omission. Then comes errors of commission. Error of commission means here the accountant will record the transaction but with the wrong amount. Like I said various examples. Instead of writing 50,000, suppose I say here cash paid to Mahesh 50,000, he will mishear it as 15,000, or 10 is avoided or 10 is added by ignorance again, not with the intention of cheating. So, that is called error of commission. Commission means the accountant will record the transaction but unfortunately with a wrong amount or with the wrong account. Instead of posting it to X account, he may post it to Y account. Instead of writing on debit side, he may write on the credit side. So there are various errors. Like one is error of recording and the second is error of posting. Error of recording means he will write the wrong amounts. Error of posting means while transferring the entry into ledger, so instead of posting it to one ledger, he will post it to other ledger. Like sometimes as you see, when the names are similar, when the accountant receives money, instead of writing some A Fatima, the accountant may record as C Fatima. So rather than posting the amount into A Fatima's account, it may be posted to C Fatima account. Fatima is same, but the initial A and C are different. Okay. So it happens in various business organizations. In banks also it happens. Many people will be there, say I am M. Madhusudan. There may be a person who is K. Madhusudan. So I go and deposit into bank. So instead of creating my amount into my account, into M. Madhusudan account, the bank accountant may deposit it into K. Madhusudan account. So then what happens? My balance will be less and his balance will be more. So they are called as errors of posting. Then the last one is compensating errors. What do you mean by compensation? When one is nullified by the other. Compensating errors means when one error is nullified, neutralized by the other error. Like sometimes we do mistakes. Like in the trial balance, suppose something is to be written 15,000, but we have not written this, we have written only 5,000 rupees. Here, something was to be written as 25,000 rupees. Here we have written as 15,000. Okay. So what happened? Here you wrote 10,000 less. Here also you wrote 10,000 rupees less. So the mistake occurred on the debit side was neutralized by the mistake occurred on the credit side. So certain entries will be there. This happens when the debit side of a account is under recorded and over recorded. The same is compensated by another error neutralizing the previous mistake. That is called as compensating error. When one mistake, one error is compensated or neutralized by the other error, it is called as compensating error. That means when you do some mistake on the debit side and the same mistake with the same amount is done on the credit side, automatically your balance gets tallied. Clear? So that is what called as compensating errors. Very, very important for 5 marks, and in various interviews also this will be questioned. Rectification of errors. And remember that you can understand rectification of errors and you can do problems only when you are thorough in writing the journal entries. Journal entries perfect hai to rectification of errors samajh mein aata. To be perfect in journal entries, you should know the rules of accounting. What is nominal account, what is personal account and what is real account and their rules. So then you can do this chapter. Clear?